I don't know how long this video is going to be. Firstly, I've got to explain the context of the situation so you guys understand. And then I'm going to go over what happened yesterday during Baron. And then finally, I'll explain why everything happened. Because I just learned that this morning. Before I go any further, I'm just going to say that this happened to my alt account, not my main. The account that was destroyed was the account I used before the one I'm currently on now. And this account was actually a gift to me by the R5s of XRX. So if you guys have been watching my channel that long ago, then you'll know that for a while my main account was around 200 mil might. Gear was pretty bad, and then in late August it was zeroed by KW family in, I can't remember the kingdom now, it was too long ago. But yeah, when I was zeroed, and I was about to rebuild the account, and then Skipper and Panda come forward and tell me that I can use their zeroed rally trap. Apparently Skipper was planning to sell it anyway. Now, I was obviously very grateful because the gear and the research on this new account was better than my old one. So I rebuilt the troops on it with the help of XIX family. But the thing is that when I was given this account, at no point was I told that the account didn't actually belong to me. So they gave it to me, but it didn't really belong to me, apparently. So I've used this account for the last 9 months, and during that time, I've spent in total around $700 on it. And now this is with gear packs and troops. In total, I've probably gone through close to 45 million on that account. Because you know me, I go through troops really quickly. I attack a lot of stuff. And of course, the account has been rallied a few times, took a few hard hits from KW and then from Bonnie. Now, I appreciate that in terms of Lord's mobile spending, $700 is actually not that much. But it's still not a small amount of money either. And I certainly would not have spent that money on an account that, according to Panda, was never mine in the first place. So yeah, I put in 9 months of hard work and over $700 into this spare account that no one was using, and I was told was going to be sold anyway. So what's the problem here, guys? Well, let's fast forward to yesterday. Now, I was doing Baron on the main account in NPS. I migrated to K566 right before lock. And Baron was really boring. There wasn't really much going on. So I logged into my XRX account on my phone, and I was in the middle of a Guildfest quest. And when I logged in, I was immediately logged out again. And I thought, well, that's a bit weird, because no one really logs into my account anymore. I mean, the R5s do have the logs in case of emergency, but they've never kicked me off before. And then at the same time I'm kicked off, I get a message from Skipper telling me he has bad news for me, that the original owner of the account has returned to the game and wants to use my account. I replied with, no, I'm not going to let this complete stranger take over my account, because I was under the impression that I had been told that they had bought the account from the original owner a while ago. And I heard about this because I wanted to change the logs at one point I wanted to change the Facebook logs. Was it the Google logs? Can't remember. But yeah, I wanted to change the logins, and, to change the links on the account, you have to get stuff like the first purchase receipt. And I asked Panda and Skipper if they had any way to find the first purchase receipt, and they said they couldn't because the owner could not be tracked down. And now, this is actually a really important detail, guys, because the identity of the original owner is actually revealed the next day. And then Skipper replied with, if you don't let him have the account, he'll break it. So by that, he means he'll dismiss the troops, dismantle the gear, spend all the gems, basically trash the account to the point where it can't be used anymore. Now, that's obviously not a desirable outcome. So I was thinking, so what if I broke it myself? That's what I asked him. And then Skipper said, don't worry, Panda is going to change the access or something to make sure this guy can't get back in. So I decided that, okay, it's not worth breaking anything if I'll get access restored to just me very soon. And I log into the account to log out of it to access my main account. And then I see, the last time I logged into the account, I had 350k gems. When I logged in, I had exactly 344. So this guy's already spent my gems. And then I go look at my gear. Loads of my gear is missing. My helms are missing. My accessories are missing. My chest plates and feet pieces are missing. So he's dismantled a bunch of my gear. He spent my gems. I checked my troops, and troops are dismissed other than the ones I had out gathering with me at the time. So right then and there, I made the decision that this guy's already trashed the account. There's nothing more I can do. So I try to migrate it to Kingdom 566 so that myself and NPS can raid the resources. I was going to open the bags so that at least this guy didn't get to choose what happened with those. Now, every time I log into the account, this guy gets kicked off, and then he logs right back into the account and kicks me off again. So migrating an account that while you're being kicked off every 10 seconds is really difficult. I'll tell you guys how I managed it. So when you log into an account and kick someone off, if they immediately log back into the game, then you've got maybe 10 seconds before you're kicked off again, and you can't really accomplish much in 10 seconds. So this is how I was able to migrate. So I log into the app and open the game, which obviously kicks the guy on the account off. So he has 10 seconds to log in, but what I do is I click off the app. So the app is still open, I'm just no longer on it, if that makes sense. And he logs right back in, but because I'm not on the app, I don't get kicked off. I wait like 10 seconds, then I jump back on the app, which kicks him off. And then I have maybe 8 seconds to do as much as I can before he would log in and kick me off. So, after like 8 seconds, I click off the app again, wait a bit, and then go back on, and I can just resume my progress from there. It took me 3 minutes to buy a migration scroll, move to K566, then teleport my main next to my ult, drop the shield, open as many bags as I can, and then I post in NPS chat to come raid this account. So after 10 minutes of fighting with this guy for access, eventually all the bags are empty and the account's leader is safely in my prison. This guy had already wrecked the gear, the troops, and the gems, so there wasn't really anything more that the account could do. I just wanted to take the resources for myself and for NPS, because I didn't want that guy to use them for himself on anything. So I thought that was the end of the situation. It really sucked. My account wasn't properly secured though, so I guess it is possible for the original owner to have regained access, but I couldn't secure it anymore because I was told by Skipper that the original owner was not able to be contacted. I was gutted that my months of progress and all that money spent had just been ripped up and tossed into a fire. But, at the evening, I thought, it is what it is. I couldn't really have done anything to change it because the links couldn't be changed anyway. And what really sucked is not losing the account. It was that losing the ability to play in multiple guilds at once. Because you guys know I tried to split my time between 3 guilds, XRX, NPS and DBR. With 2 accounts that made it easier, but now that I only had 1 account that I could use, I would be more limited on how much time I could spend in other guilds. I wake up the next morning to this mail from Busick, and it's quite clear from this mail that they are under the impression that I broke the account, that I dismantled the gear, dismissed the troops, and spent the gems, which I guess because I did migrate the account to NPS and take all the resources out to raid, it could look like that, so I understand their confusion. So I reply back telling her that I want to talk to Panda, and then I explained to her that I didn't actually do those things. That was the original owner. And then the next mail she sent absolutely floored me. I mean, you cannot make this shit up, guys. The original owner of the account is actually Panda's brother. Oh my god. So, you mean to tell me that this guy who broke into my account, dismantled my gear, killed my troops, spent my gems, was the brother of my old R5? Oh my god. Firstly, this was not explained to me at all. When Skipper messaged me, he literally said, the original owner is trying to get back into the account. Did not mention Panda's brother. I don't want to have to show messages from Viber, but if people press me for proof, I will. Skipper told me that it was the original account owner, not Panda's brother, so the entire time I was sure that this was some kind of malicious old owner who wanted to play again and was just taking back my account because he could, and then when I didn't want to give it back to him, he threw a tantrum and broke everything. And secondly, this is my account. It was given to me 9 months ago. I've used it continuously since then. I've gone through tens of millions of troops, spent over $700 in total on it, and all this time, apparently, I was just building it up so that Panda's brother could come back and take over. What the actual fuck? I want to reiterate again, I was handed this account and told me, it's your account now, go do whatever you want as long as you keep it within the family. No, there was no mention of any old owners coming back, and definitely no mention of those old owners being related to the R5. This blows my mind. And what's more infuriating is that they're not angry at the guy's brother for wrecking my account. They're angry at me for migrating it away and refusing to release the leader. I've spent longer in XRX than any other guild in this game. I've been there for 15 months. That is a year and a quarter. And this is how I'm treated. You give me an account, you tell me it's mine, and then 9 months later you hand it over to your brother, who, when doesn't get what he wants, he throws a tantrum and wrecks the account. Are you guys just baffled right now? Because I certainly am. I still can't process this. The sad thing is, guys, is that if Panda or Skipper had messaged me and said, you know, Panda's brother is coming back to the game, can he use your account? I would probably have said yes. Because I don't use it as much as I used to use it, but that doesn't make it not mine anymore. That doesn't invalidate all the work I put into the account. Instead, I was just told that the original owner is forcibly regaining control of the account, and then he proceeded to break everything. So I did what I thought was necessary at the time, but now I realise that I've been betrayed, really, really badly betrayed, by people who I considered really good friends. Now XRX has the audacity to demand that I release the leader. I've had 2 separate R4s, one of them even threatening to attack me, to try and rally me whilst I'm in NPS, which, good luck with that. I welcome the challenge. I haven't eaten a rally in a while, so I hope to see you there. But they're literally threatening to break an alliance because I am refusing to release a leader of an account that actually does belong to me. Imagine inheriting a house, and you move into the house, you move all your things into the house, and then all of a sudden the old owner who owned the house before the person you inherited it from just walks into your house and says, okay, I own your house now, and I also own all of your belongings inside the house. And then when you refuse to give him your house and your belongings, he trashes all of your things. That is what I can liken this to. It's absolutely nuts. As of right now, I don't really know where I go from here. I have left XRX. I left all their chats. I'm never planning on going back because I don't want to be in a guild that treats their members like that, especially members that have been there for a pretty long time. Now, what I want to do is I want to delete every single video on my channel with XRX in it because I don't want to be associated with them anymore. But to be fair, they're still making me money. I kind of need money right now, and I don't lose the views either, so I think I'm going to hold off on doing that. But yeah, guys, I'm really gutted. I'm unhappy. I feel hurt, betrayed. I feel lied to. And hopefully the next video will be on a much lighter note. I appreciate you guys for watching, and see you next time.